Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the most trending topic of these $1,200 stimulus checks, which I have a feeling that is going to be in our bank accounts really soon, or at least I'm hoping so. Then we're going to talk about unemployment as well as student loans and a few rent relief programs. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below, and you are in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me coming on this rainy Wednesday. So you guys, please keep the Gulf Coast in your prayers. Hurricane Laura is causing a lot of rain here in Alabama for me. And as you can see, I'm in my lounge gear. Yeah, this is how I'm lounging. And I feel like I should have a crystal ball. Be like, the stimulus will be here. I don't know. You already know I'm full of antics and character. Let's jump right into it. So we are looking at more good news. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It's more good news. President Trump actually called for stimulus payments to be massive and generous. Okay, let's talk about it. In the Twitter post, the president told Republicans to support a much higher number for stimulus plans after the Senate GOP sought $300 billion measure. So President Trump called on the congressional Republicans to support a massive economic relief bill with much higher numbers and stimulus payments for the Americans. Now, this is nothing new. We know back in July, and I want to say even in August, the president has been very vocal that he wanted generous payments. He wanted higher number stimulus checks. And I guess the closer we get to election, he is still reiterating that same message. Now, in the Twitter post on Wednesday, he mischaracterized the Democrats' position by saying they were heartless for not wanting to give stimulus payments to people who desperately need the money. And I don't think that they were not wanting to give it. I think they wanted a full comprehensive package. Nonetheless, he said it was not the plague, it was not the American people's fault that this plague came from China. You already know. He said, go for much higher numbers. Republicans, it all comes back to the USA anyway, one way or another. So that's what he tweeted. Now, Senate Majority Whip John Thune, he said that he had not seen the president's tweet, but he said he assumes that means he wants to make a deal. According to my crystal ball center, that's what I think too. Now, he said, I'm not sure what the higher numbers, what does that mean? He said that probably needs to get translated for us. I don't know what part don't you mean? That means higher than $1,200. Or include more people to get a stimulus check, like, you know, people with child support, people that were claimed as dependent. Maybe those are the numbers. Increase the pool of people that can get numbers. I don't know. Let me interpret for you. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. We don't have to ask that. But he said, but I know kind of what the threshold is for we can get Republican votes in the Senate. And I think if the number gets too high, anything that gets passed in the Senate will be passed mostly with Democratic votes. He said, and a handful of Republicans. So it's going to have to stay in sort of the realistic range. Now, another senator, Republican Roy Blunt of Missouri, said a deal could be reached, but they likely needed an agreement by the end of September. I agree 100%. He said, we need to get busy finding out what we can all agree on, acknowledging that it would have to be higher than the $1 trillion bill Senate Republicans released in July. I think this is still great news. The fact that it's coming to the forefront, the fact that we're getting closer and closer to the election, the fact that, you know, they are scheduled to reconvene, or to actually leave in October, that, hey, if we're going to get something done, we need to do it in kind of quick in a hurry. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a stimulus talk without good old Nancy Pelosi. She always has to interject somewhere, you know? So Senator Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said Wednesday that they were encouraged after President Trump tweet urging Republicans to go for a larger relief package after months of stalled negotiations. She said, we are encouraged after months of the Republicans insisting on shortchanging the massive needs of the American people. President Trump is now calling on the Republicans to go much higher numbers and the next relief package. So they released that statement and said, hey, we look forward to hearing from the president's negotiators, and they will finally meet us halfway with a bill that is equal to massive health and economic crisis gripping our nation. So it sounds like everybody's getting on the same page. Hey, baby steps, guys. We weren't even there a few months ago. So I like it. Now, another Democrat, Alexandria Cortez, the Democratic representative of New York, she urged the members of the Democratic Party to hold out for a bigger relief package, and that includes key priorities like a second stimulus check, state aid, and health funding. She said this administration, it seems what they want to do is just cut another $1,200 check, but they don't want to actually provide for the state and local governments. That $1,200 check, she said, is a little sugar high. And I support giving another stimulus check, but a second check in itself and alone is not what we're going to support, and it's not going to help with the state and local funding. So she's like, yes, we do need a $1,200 check, but everybody keeps talking about this $1,200 check. What about the other elements? What about the state and local governments? She said, hey, if it's not going to include significant investments in testing, tracing capacity, and infrastructure, then all it is a little sugar high. She continued, it's not going to solve the critical issues of this pandemic. Now, girl, listen, I agree. I'm with you on the good old fight, all right? But honey, we can all use a little sugar in our life, okay? Well, not some of us, okay? Depending on your health issues, that's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, like, let the people get a little sugar, okay? Like, give us the $1,200 checks and give those other elements as well. But we know Nancy Pelosi right now, hey, she's not budging unless everything comes through. So we will see. Now, regarding unemployment, another 850,000 Americans are likely to file a new unemployment claim this or from last week. And so they expected to file first-time unemployment benefits, tinkling down to just, hey, slightly from the prior week's level of reaffirming the pace of the recovery across the key areas of the economy. So the Department of Labor is set to release the job report or the jobless claim report tomorrow. They release it every Thursday at 8:30. But what was said by Chris Rupke, who is the chief financial economist, said, don't be fooled by seasonally adjusted first-time jobless claims remaining below 1 million for the second consecutive week. He said there are 884,000 applicants in the September 5th week. The labor market may not be sinking, but it sure is not getting any better. So he was saying like how some of the Republicans are saying, hey, right now, it may not even be a need for all this money that we're requesting in the stimulus package because, you know, unemployment numbers are not that bad as they were a few weeks ago or a few months ago. And then, you know, it's a slow recovery, but they're saying the economy is recovering. And the chief financial economist is like, don't be fooled. No. The labor market isn't sinking, but it is not getting any better either. So we will see tomorrow when that report is released. Now, 2 New Yorkers have been charged allegedly where they apply for unemployment benefits in at least 3 states using other people's identities and received over $200,000 in payments. I don't know how this happened, but prosecutors say that the 2 used names and social security numbers for more than 25 other people to fraudulently obtain unemployment insurance, and they were arrested Tuesday and charged with conspiring to commit wire fraud. I don't know. They had this big thing regarding the unemployment. I don't know, people in jail getting unemployment. Now we have these 2 that were able to use at least 25 people's identity. It's in 3 other states, but then you have still people that are waiting on their unemployment. What is going on? I don't know. In Rhode Island, they announced today that 3 more weeks of additional unemployment will be coming to their eligible recipients. The governor announced this morning that you will receive up to $900 payments. People who certified their unemployment benefits for the week through August 22nd, August 29th, and September 5th will receive the boost. You don't have to do anything. The money will automatically be deposited into your account. So congratulations. Now, regarding student loans, ITT Tech, I remember that school, student loan lender is canceling millions in debt in multi-state settlement. So ITT filed bankruptcy in 2016, but the former students still face those high interest loans. Their tactics were wild, according to the students. ITT offers students temporary credit upon enrollment to be repaid the next year. When some of the students couldn't pay it, ITT allegedly pulled them out of the class and threatened to expel them if they did not refinance their debt with a high interest peak loan. Nearly 600 Massachusetts students received $5.6 million in debt relief. So if you attended ITT Tech and you had student loans with them, you may want to check because you might be cleared. Good deal. And then in Sarasota County, Florida, they have opened their applications today at noon, where the community can apply through the county's website, and they are giving individuals and businesses CARES Act funds for rental assistance. So make sure you check that out if you stay in Sarasota County, Florida. That's all I have, guys, regarding the news. It's getting better and better each day. I mean, I know you guys are saying, hey, you always say it's good news. To me, it's better news than we weren't getting anything. So I'm happy. I'll take the news. Where's my little crystal ball? I don't have nothing around because I was sure and do a little prediction. But that's what we have, guys. Maybe it'll be an update or some more tomorrow. And we're getting closer, but close, no cigar. So we just have to wait. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. And I'm about to go relax, okay? I'm gonna curl up and get a good book, drink some nice hot tea. Yes, can you tell how relaxed I am? This is like some good old pajama wear, but it works, right?